Hey, good morning. How are we today? We're getting ready to go live for my virtual workout. Friday is a chair workout. Let's turn that volume down. Computer, volume down. As much as I love that music, it's a little bit distracting right now. So, getting ready to go with our virtual, hey, good morning, live workout. Today is a chair workout, a great opportunity for anybody who maybe has limits in their strength and mobility and their balance. Or for anybody who maybe has just really had a challenging week of working out and is ready to do, you want to do something today, but you want something that's a little bit more, a little lower key, a little bit more active recovery. So if you fit in either one of those groups, today is your day because it's my virtual chair workout. We're going to give it maybe 30 or 45 more seconds, see if anybody else jumps on. If you want to say hi, go ahead and say hi. I love knowing who's on, but if you prefer just to remain anonymous, that's all right. You remain anonymous, perfectly okay. We're going to give it maybe another 20, 25 seconds or so, see if we get any more people jumping on, and then we will get started. As always, you need no equipment, well, as usual. You need no equipment today, just the chair and you. You are your own equipment today. So I got a great active recovery or a great low-key workout plan for you today, and we're going to get started. So make sure you have your bottle of water handy if you need a bottle of water, and we're going to go. So like usual, we're going to be a little bit more forward on the chair, sitting in the middle or toward the front of the chair, rather than sitting with your back against the back of the chair. Nice tall posture so you can breathe well. And we're going to start with hands way out to the sides, and then come in and give yourself a big hug. As far out as you can reach. If you want to alternate, crisscrossing the arms, great. Don't feel like you have to. You are perfectly okay to just keep going in that same arm over arm pattern, but if you want to switch it up, you do what you want to do. Today's your workout. This is about you. It's not about what I'm telling you to do. You know, I like to say this is a serving suggestion. Just like on the front of the box, when you buy a box of rice or a box of pasta, it's a serving suggestion. They're not making you put sauce on top of it. We're going to go one more of these. It's a suggestion. Fingers laced together. We're going to start right under the chin. We're going to push up and overhead and to the side a little bit, and then back down. Up and overhead, to the side, back down in front. Just a little bit of a reach. As you do that, you're probably going to feel a little stretch down around the side here. Exactly what we're going for. You're going to feel those shoulders work just a little bit. We're going to go one more to the other side. Great. We're going to do a third exercise here. And for this, we're just going to step the feet out and in. So I've got my feet flat on the floor in front of me. I'm not going to worry about focusing the camera down because I'm pretty sure you can imagine what I'm doing right now with my feet flat on the floor right next to me. I'm going to step out, in, out, in. Feet out, in. Again, my back is tall, nice tall spine, good posture. I'm not connected to the back of the chair. I'm sitting a little bit more to the middle or the front of the chair. And as I do that and lift my feet up, I can feel my abdominals engage. I'm getting a little bit warm. It's a little warm in here. I'm going to take off my sweatshirt if that's okay. Let's go two more. 2 and 1. If you're watching me from somewhere else, I am in the great state of Wisconsin. Come visit us sometime. It is a gorgeous state, and you won't be sorry that you did. I'm going to cross my ankles in front of me, and now I'm going to pick up and switch how I have my ankles crossed. So I'm crossing, 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 crossing. Now, if that's a problem for you, you can put a foot down and cross there. So you've always got one foot on the floor. But if you can handle picking up both feet off the floor at the same time, even if it means your hands are down on your chair, great. We're going to cross, 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 and touch down in between those crossings. 4, 3, 2, 1. Great. We're going to go one more time through that little warm-up sequence, starting with reaching out to the side. Give yourself a hug. We're going to count to 10. Here's number 2 and number 3. Really get those shoulders open, those elbows pulled back behind you as much as you can. Not everybody's got the same range of motion. That's okay. But the more you practice things, the better your range of motion will become. Your body will adapt to whatever changes you ask of it. Let's do one more here. Great. Fingers laced together. We're going to push up and to the side, down, up and to the side, down. Really trying to straighten out that trailing arm right there, the one away from where you're pushing. So straightening out this arm as you do that. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stepping out, out, in, out, in. Nice, tall posture. Sitting in the middle or the front of your chair. As you pick up each knee, think about how these muscles right here feel. They should feel like they're tightening up a little bit to keep that posture tall as you lift that knee up off the foot up off the floor and lift the knee up in front of you, really. If you need a little bit of balance and need to touch down on the chair, that's okay. If you can get your hands off of the chair, even better. 3, and 2, and 1, and back in. Nice. Ankle crossers. So we're going to cross the ankles. We're going to switch, cross, cross, cross. Again here, if you feel like you need to put the hands down on the chair to help keep that posture tall, great. If lifting up both feet off the floor at one time is a little bit too much, go cross, cross, step, cross, step, cross, step, cross. But if you can pick up both feet at the same time, we're going to go cross, cross, pick up, 3, 2, 1. Fantastic. So a little bit of a warm-up sequence there. We're going to move into a little bit of seated strength and seated mobility. So we're going to start both hands behind the head, elbows pulled back and shoulders really wide open. We're going to switch from that to hands behind the back, hands behind the head, hands behind the back. The goal here is to try and keep those elbows pulled back the whole time. So rather than coming like this and doing that, keep those elbows pulled back, those shoulders really open as you rotate the arms and open and close the elbows, open and close the elbows. Really nice posture. Posture counts, not only in exercise, but in life. Helps you breathe better. It helps you look and feel more confident. It keeps those internal organs from being squished up when you have really good posture. We're going to one more up and down. Nice. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift my toe up, reach and touch with my hand. Lift my toe up, reach and touch with my hand. Is that the Chattanooga choo-choo? Computer, volume up. I love this song. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Third exercise, we're going to hand over hand. Pull it in, pull it in, pull it in, pull it in. So I'm reaching out, I'm grabbing that rope, I'm pulling that rope in. As you do that, I want you to really focus on squeezing hard these muscles like you're actually pulling a rope. Squeeze those muscles in the back as you draw that elbow back in. So this isn't just going through the motions on this. This is focusing on actively contracting those muscles through the arms as you grip and pull, grip and pull. Imagine you're really drawing a heavy rope in and you have to squeeze hard to pull that rope and drag it in. So you should be getting a lot of active squeeze through a lot of muscles in your upper body. 4, 3, 2, 1. Great. So when you do that pull in, I want you to feel muscles through here, through your back, through the backs of the shoulders. Really actively squeeze those like you're trying to hulk out a little bit, if I can use that term. All right, moving back to the top of that circuit, we're going to go hands behind the head, hands behind the back, behind the head, behind the back. Keeping those elbows pulled back, posture nice and tall. Three, and 2, and 1. Great. Gonna lift my toe up. I'm not, and let me show you from the side what I'm doing here. I'm not leaning in to reach to my toe. I'm lifting my toe up to me and trying to keep my posture as tall as I can. Now, if you can't reach, that's fine. If you can't reach your toe, if you can't get it up high enough to reach, that's okay. Just lift as high as you feel like you can and really reach out for it without leaning into it. So I'm gonna turn and reach, turn and reach. Just a little march. I wasn't sure I was going to be able to do that. Keep moving and turn at the same time. I'm a lot more coordinated than I thought. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to pull in that rope. Remember, I want you to really focus on squeezing those muscles like you're really trying to pull something heavy. Reach out. Channel your inner Marcel Marceau. If you know who Marcel Marceau was, very famous French mime. We're going to mime hand over hand, pulling that rope in. But as you mime that, you want to make it as realistic as possible. So you're going to squeeze all those muscles hard so it looks and feels like you're doing that heavy work. That active contraction of the muscle is very beneficial. It makes your muscle think it's working. Four, 3, 2, and 1. All right, moving into our second main set of exercises. We're going to go into a standing position. So I'm going to get up. Nice and easy if you have issues with balance and mobility. I'm going to grab my little cheat sheet here so I can read a little bit more easily because I am not wearing my glasses today. And we're going to use this back of the chair as a little bit of a brace. So I've got my balance, I've got my support right here. If you're one of my more intermediate or advanced exercises and don't need it, fantastic. Don't worry about it. But if you need some balance help, hold on to the back of that chair. My feet are a little close together, not right side by side, but more underneath my hips. I'm going to slouch and lean to one side. Ooh, that's tight. And slouch and lean to the other side. So I'm shifting my weight from foot to foot and sticking my hip out like I'm leaning up against the wall. Say what? Say what? I think I just thought of a new name for this exercise. It's called a say what. Yeah, no, I don't think that would catch on. Again, if you're a more intermediate or advanced exerciser and you want to go one hand or no hands on that chair, perfectly okay. Four, three, two, and one. Now, again, if you're a more intermediate or advanced exerciser and don't need the assist from the chair, I'm just going to turn so you can see me a little better from the side. Great. If you don't need the assist, if you do, either way. I'm just going to raise up onto my toes, lift those calves and back down, lifting the heels up off the floor. This is called a calf raise because it works through the calf muscles. Going up as high on the toes as you feel like you can and lowering down nice and slow, really well controlled in both directions. As you do this, you want to feel that squeeze up through the back of the lower leg, through those calf muscles, those big bulging muscles behind your shins and above your heels. Let's go two more here. Two and one. Great. Now I'm going to go back and face you again. And we're just going to do a little side step. So if you got your hands on the chair, we're going to step, 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 step. Changing that base of support just a little bit every time you step. So I'm switching off hand to hand. Now, if you are really, really balanced and stability challenged, then that's fine. Just do a single side step and keep both hands on the chair. That's perfectly okay. But if you can handle switching off to one hand, other hand, even better. Step, step. As you do this, I don't want you to shuffle or drag your feet. I want you to pick those feet up off the floor. Get your body used to lifting those feet. Especially as we age, those hips start to get weaker if you don't use them. And if you're not picking your feet up high enough, we're going to go one more side to side. If you're not picking your feet up high enough, you could trip on a rug. You could trip on an extension cord. You could, as I sometimes do at home, trip over the dog toy. The risk of falls dramatically increases when you're not training your body to lift those feet up as you walk. So it's really important to practice that skill. Okay, we're gonna go back to the start of that 3 exercise sequence. If you're gonna hold onto the chair, great. If you're not, also fine. We're just gonna slouch, shifting weight from foot side to side, shifting from foot to foot. To explain all the things that you mean to me, by mere Mr. Shane. I like this song too. Me explain. By me, Mr. Shane means that you're grand. I'll stop. In case you're wondering, in case you can't hear the music, you might be able to hear the music that I've got playing. I felt like listening to the Andrews Sisters today. Really, really enjoy their music. All the music of that era, really, from the 1940s, around World War II era, one more side to side. Really enjoy the Andrews Sisters. I like Bing Crosby. I like Glenn Miller and all those big band type of acts. We're gonna go back into the calf raises. So I'm gonna go to the side so you can see me more easily. I'm gonna lift up on my toes as high as I can, back down, really controlling in both directions. Ooh, did we have number 2 now? Yeah, we've got 2 on there. Welcome. I didn't see number 2 jump on. So hey, I'm glad you're here. Oh, did it just jump? I'll just drop back down to 1. We had 2 there for a second. Maybe that second person will jump back on here. Whoever you were, I'm glad you were here for that short, brief period of time. Now, just a reminder that these live streamed video workouts stay on my YouTube channel. So if you need to go back and do these during the week, you have access to these. I'm keeping these available online for the duration of this COVID thing. We'll do 2 more. 2 and 1. Nice. As long as our local fitness facility, the tag center, is closed here, I'm going to keep these online. We're going to do a side-to-side step. Step, step, step. So you'll have access to these as long as you're not able to get into your local gym. Using that base of support if we need to. If you're a more intermediate or advanced exerciser with good balance, don't worry about it. Now again, making sure you pick those feet up off the floor like you have to step over something. Not tiny little steps. Trying to do as wide a step, not an awkwardly wide step, but I want you to really step out to the side if you can. That being said, not everybody has the same range of motion through the hips. So you might not be able to get as long a step as you're seeing me take. Do what you can do, but try to get outside that comfort zone a little bit. We're going to do 1 more side to side. Really feel those hips working here? I do. Nice. Okay, now done with our standing exercise. We're going to come back down to the chair. I'll put my cheat sheet right there. And just like before, I'm sitting more toward the middle or the front of the chair. I've got nice tall posture. My feet are flat on the floor. We're going to do a little uppercut punching. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sweep down and up, down and up, down and up, down and up. And just like with that rope exercise that we did where you're pulling the rope in and I was cueing you to actively squeeze those muscles, same thing here. I want you to feel all those muscles in the upper body really contract. Don't just do the motion here. Feel the muscles. I want you to squeeze and tighten every muscle in your upper body as you sweep down and up. We're trying to trick your muscles into thinking they're lifting a heavy weight. And we're going to trick your muscles by just squeezing them hard. Really contract those muscles. 4, 3, 2, 1. Fingers laced together. We're going to go down here, up to the sides. Down here, up to the side. I want you to feel muscles through your midsection here, muscles through the belly as you turn from side to side. Not everybody's going to get the same range of motion that I can have here. That's okay. As I always say, this is your workout. No one can see you. This is my serving suggestion. Oh, classic song. The Andrews Sisters with the Glenn Miller Orchestra. 2 and 1. And then down to the other side. You're reading and bending the mood. 2 more. 2 and last one. Nice. I'm going to slide back a little bit just so I don't kick my laptop stand here. I'm going to pick up 1 foot off the floor and leave that foot hovering. Straighten out the leg, bring it back in. Straighten out the leg, bring it back in. Just letting this foot hover off the floor when I bend the knee and bring it back in. So I'm doing straighten, bend the knee. Straighten, bend the knee. The floor is right here. Straighten, bend the knee. Straighten, bend the knee. 4, 3, feeling this muscle right up through here, maybe these muscles here, maybe the muscle in the hip. And now same thing, other leg. Hovering up over the floor, extend, bend. Ooh, that rhymes. Extend, bend, extend, bend. Feeling that big muscle in the top of the thigh, feeling through the hip, feeling probably through the abdominals. If you need to put hands down on the bench or the chair to help keep you stable. 3, 2, 1. Back to the top of that 3 exercise sequence. Now the first one is those uppercut punches. I want you to really focus on squeezing all those muscles through the upper body as you do this. Feel that tension in all those muscles, like they're working really hard. Up, 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 up. Squeeze all those muscles hard, like you're hulking out. Hulk smash. This is Texas, that piano by far. But the way he likes to play is 8 to the bar. Tight, squeezed muscles through the upper body. 4, 3, 2, 1. Into lace fingers, twist low, twist high, twist low, twist high. Feel those muscles through the midsection, the abdominals, as you twist and lift and drop, and lift and twist and lift. Two more. 2 and 1. Same thing, other side. Here we go. Feel those abdominal muscles here. You should feel those muscles through the midsection. Again, think about those muscles. Try to squeeze them a little bit if you can. We're going to have 2 more. 2 and 1. Leg extensions, everybody's favorite. Lift and hover, extend and bend. Extend and bend. Remember, I'm not touching my foot down to the floor. This foot is firmly planted. This foot is up off the floor at all times. That being said, if this is just really exhausting for you and you can't keep that foot up off the floor, touch it down. As much as you can keep it off the floor though, keep it up off the floor. 2 more, 2, and 1. We're gonna turn you into a rocket yet, Mom. Foot up off the floor, extend and bend. Extend and bend. Nice tall posture. Two more here. 2 and 1. Nice. That was our 3rd seated main set of exercises. So now we're just going to cool it down and stretch out a little bit. I'm going to roll my ankles around. So I'm going kind of heel to toe on the floor and rocking those ankles around on the floor just to loosen up the ankles, loosen up that lower leg a little bit. Not squeezed really tight like we were doing before, where you were doing an active muscle squeeze, but rather you're just rolling around to try and get some blood flowing through there, loosen them up a little bit, and let's reverse direction. Kind of toes, heels, rocking side to side as you go toe to heel, toe to heel. And now we're going to just look, turn the head from side to side and back, turn the head from side to side, working with whatever range of motion you've got. I don't want you to force it. This should be relaxing. This is range of motion work. We're cooling things off a little bit. Lower key here. One more here. Great. Now you should be sitting in a chair like I have. I'm going to reach down. I'm going to hold. Just refocus just a hair here. I'm going to hold under the side of the chair, and I'm going to just let myself relax to the side. Feel that stretch through here as I do that. Just a little bit of a lean to the side. Let my head drop a little bit to the side. I love this stretch. Just feeling a little stretch through there. Really relaxing that neck, relaxing those shoulders, those muscles that we were squeezing tight before. And then we'll switch sides. Right here. Hold. Good. I hope you guys are really enjoying these video workouts, and I hope you're getting a lot out of them. I have to tell you, last night I got a call from an in-person client of mine whom I haven't seen in 2 months, really, or at least close to it, since our local gym here closed. And because he met me at the local gym instead of meeting me here at my studio. He gave me a call last night to tell me that he's been doing, and I had no idea, he's been doing these video workouts 6 days a week. And he wanted to call me and tell me how much he enjoys them and how much he's getting out of it, and to thank me for doing them. That was a huge, roll the shoulders back, that was a huge plus for me. That made me totally feel like, and not that I didn't feel like this was worth it before, but that totally made my day. I was like, you know what, I'm actually helping people, which is what I set out to do, not only by doing these video workouts, but that's what my aim is in my career anyway. And really in everything. I like doing volunteer work. I like being on the fire department. I like helping with the food pantry here in town. Support your local food pantry. Lots of people in need right now. Let's go 2 more here. 2 and 1. We're going to finish with a stretch and a yawn. One more time, other side. Deep breath. One more deep breath. All right. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that that this was if you were looking to get kind of relaxation and get some active recovery work out of this workout today, I hope that's what you got. If today is more of a gentle exercise day for you because you have a limit in mobility or balance or strength, I hope that you felt like this was appropriately challenging for you and that you were able to make it through the whole workout. I will see you again next week. I'm not sure right now whether we're going to be doing this Thursday or Friday next week. Watch my Facebook page and watch my website at www.roysmalley.us for the next scheduled chair workout, because I'm not exactly sure what my next week Friday schedule is going to look like quite yet. So in the next couple of days, watch my calendar for an announcement about that next chair workout to come out. I hope to see you next week. Drop me a comment in the bottom of this YouTube video. Just let me know how you liked it. I look forward to seeing those comments. They help me a lot. And stay well. Stay focused. Drink plenty of water.